Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So I'll bring you guys a little sneak peek. Last time I did this, well, I don't know if it was last time, I showed the thumbnails. People go, oh, what's that LRTN festival video? And y'all ask for that for a year straight until we drop that. Today, my focus is on this, though, which is going to be the thumb of this video. So, I've been meaning to talk about... I don't remember exactly if I, on stream, just mentioned this, or if someone might have donated and thrown out this idea, and then I just thought, oh, that's really good, I'll adopt it too. I don't remember exactly what the genesis of this was. I believe the first time that this came up, at least in my memory, though, was on stream of GDC being Namek, Andros SL Saga, and Buu Saga, right? Like this to me. And then there is also Dragon Ball Super Remake. So we do this leading in to Dragon Ball Super Remake. It just feels like pure cinema to me. Well, I mean, we got a bunch of things last night that does... last night and the countdown and stuff does make it seem like this is going to happen. I mean, we'll see. Right? Like, nothing is confirmed. I do think Namek Goku, as of right now, is in soft confirmation status because of the way the countdown images end with Goku and Vegeta at the end of the Saiyan saga. It's just, we've played this type of game with the countdown images and stuff a million times before. It's leading right into Namek, which is good. I think Namek is the good pick for part one right here. I feel like that's like it is just what everyone wants at this point. So all right, the countdown member is basically all Saiyan saga. We're gonna kind of like work through reverse of my tweets. By the way, I was intending to drop this video like 2 weeks ago, a week ago. Maybe I just, maybe I'm just washed, right? Not getting to all the videos I want to make, right? I still never got around to making the in Super Saiyan 4's long video. Well, maybe we'll just do that during GDC, right? Hey, it probably doing this video in the middle of GDC, it'll perform better anyway. So, all right. So a lot of the stuff in the countdown, which starts tonight, right? Battlefield, the Perfect Cooperation Team Battles, the Saiyan Saga stage. This has a new Saiyan Saga stage. Collection of Epic Battles is a Saiyan Saga stage, right? Like we just have Saiyan Saga everywhere. In the countdown. So the countdown is effectively Saiyan Saga. So this is how they're going to do full Dragon Ball Z. Now, the one thing I'm not certain of is if the 400 million download celebration, which they do talk about right here after the global campaign, I'm not sure if so GDC global campaign will technically be, wait here, can I bring up... Let's bring this back up. So, I'm not sure, like, GDC might be these four right here, and then the 400 million download celebration might be Goku and Vegeta and Kid Buu. But, to me, like, it just actually is just so obviously on a silver platter. Like, knocking all this out, getting LR Kid Buu done, and then we enter into, the revival of Dragon Ball, with Dragon Ball finally having a long ongoing anime. Because we know, at bare minimum, Dragon Ball is going to now have Beerus arc, Resurrection F arc, and Hit versus, Blue Kaioken Universe 6 tournament, right? All of those are definitely going to be airing, and then we're going to get Moro arc. So we have at minimum 4 arcs that are going to be on TV. So that's going to be very good, right? So, I mean, this celebration is just leading us into a good spot right here. And again, I'm not super sure if the 400 million download celebration is going to be part of this. It probably is, but, we'll see. Okay, so I just want to kind of go through some of this stuff here. Namek Goku, we know that. Yeah, there's the Saiyan Saga support memory, the collection of epic battles ends with Great Ape Kid Gohan. I guess I'm a little concerned. I was very hopeful that we would get this version of Gohan, because we don't really have him in game. The only version we have is, the Int LR Kid Gohan from Saiyan Saga has an active skill where he goes Great Ape, and Physical Turles has an active skill where he has Gohan go Great Ape. But, like, that's pretty much it, right? So I really would like to see a Great Ape Kid Gohan still show up at some point. But obviously, I mean, I think like when we look at it and it's like they fixed his name. It was incorrect before. It had him listed as Gohan Youth, which is kind of like the Intercessor Saga Gohan. I think it might have been fixed just for this boss right here, but I still would love for them to drop him as a character. We got the battle motion for Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks. I mean, this is just kind of like a hype moments and aura easy A pick. I don't. Well, I guess it's because they're Super Saiyan, right? Like that's the point. Oh, here, let me just switch over to this. So this is the version of Namek Goku I think we're getting, by the way. It's the blue shirt version. Remember, like, for a lot of these, like Dokkan is doing like specific moments usually, right? Like if you go Namek Super Saiyan Goku, I would kind of say there's two versions of that. That's, you know, with the blue shirt when he first transforms into Super Saiyan, and then, you know, the climax of the battle when he's shirtless after Frieza destroys it and he's fighting full power Frieza, right? That version we got, you know, for 2021. I think the animations and stuff hold up. I mean, they could do those again, but I feel like examining this part of the fight is a better bet for Dokkan to do. But I mean, we'll see how they're going to operate with that, right? But I think that's what they should do right there is that version of Super Saiyan Goku. And I assume maybe Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks, they don't really have the closest connection to, you know, any of the stuff we're doing right here, which is this. But they are a Super Saiyan character. And they do have a lot of Super Saiyan in their kit as well. Like Super Saiyan, like category restrictions and stuff. So maybe Goku can revive the Super Saiyan category. All right. Oh yeah. Okay. So then here we go. So the countdown images, right? So we're going through. We got Raditz. We got Gohan and Piccolo training. You know, King Kai. This is kind of like you know, Goku training with King Kai right there. Then we have Nappa and Vegeta arriving. Then we have the Z fighters fighting the Cybermen. We have Nappa. And then we got Goku versus Vegeta. So very, very clearly leading directly to Namek Goku, right? All this information we got last night, honestly, I think pretty good. More Saiyan Saga stuff. This is how I feel like we're going to see things pop up. But then even more so, then GDC ends on October 20th. Now, I've been kind of, you know, doing some of these update videos. I was thinking this was probably going to go at least through most of October. And I guess what they'll do is they'll probably just have the next Dokkan. I mean, we'll see when exactly the characters are going to drop. But I assume we could do, you know, Goku and Vegeta versus Kid Buu. And then after that, we could go into like the next Dokkan Fest, maybe a tad early at the end of October. Typically, the end of October Dokkan Fest drops like on or around Halloween, like within those last couple of days. But maybe this one will actually show up a little bit sooner. And then we're going right into Dragon Ball Super Beerus. So we are set completely. Now, I think that this is the version of Goku we'll get. For Frieza, I'm thinking it'll start as a final form Frieza and he'll be a transformation unit into full power. Keep in mind, Frieza, none of Frieza on Namek, his transformations are represented, which is crazy. We have none of them. Him going first form to second, second to third, third to final form, and final form to full power. None of those are in Dokkan, which is just so stunning to think about. So I think what we could do here pretty easily is we could do kind of like this version of Frieza, and then he could transform into full power. I think is probably what we could see. In terms of who's the Dokkan Fest or Carnival, I don't know that it really matters. If what I think is coming for Frieza would get a Dokkan Fest, it's just literally going to be an addition to the full power Frieza Dokkan event anyway, right? So it's not like, I don't like who is the Carnival and who's the Dokkan Fest here, in my opinion, does not matter. I don't think it does. Then for part 2, I think my gut is telling me we'll get a redo of this guy. Is what's going to happen. Except if you guys, you know, remember the legendary, you know, worst condition of all time, this Gohan. There's no way this will ever be beaten, thankfully. I think this can rest, as the worst condition we will ever see ever. It can rest, and we'll never get worse than this ever. But I think probably a Super Saiyan 1 Gohan who transforms into Super Saiyan 2. Because keep in mind, I mean, unlike all the other characters here, this guy has a recent new unit. Of the 6 here, Gohan is the only one that's been done recently. All the other 5 have not been are not recent characters, or gotten a recent version in years. Gohan to me is of that level where they could just do another one right here. I don't really see much of an issue with them doing another Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. They could even explore at least limited time GDC buffs for this guy, which could be very interesting. I think I will have to go back and watch the fight a little bit more. I do think they've used a lot of what Gohan does, but I think he does still have quite a bit more, right? But between this guy and the AGL one, I think they have used a lot of Gohan's beatdown of the Cell Juniors. There is a lot of the, like, they add like almost 2 full episodes of like fillerish material. Well, I mean, it's very good in the anime, but it's just stuff that's not in the manga of like Cell attacking Gohan. But Gohan is basically just dodging. Like for 2 episodes straight, Gohan is he's just intimidating Cell by showing Cell, you cannot touch me in any way. There's nothing you could do. Right? He's just intimidating Cell. Before he just fucking pummels him with 2 hits and the Kamehameha, right? So Gohan could be a Dokkan original character. What's funny is I bet you Namek Goku will open the celebration up with some nasty Dokkan original type shit, but he doesn't even really need it. They have so much material to work with for these two. Of all these characters, Gohan probably is the one that could use Dokkan original stuff the most. Cell as well. And I for Cell, I do think it's just probably going to be perfect Cell. I think it'll just be, I'm going to go with a turn 1 perfect Cell. Like, his intro could be, maybe, like, what if Cell has an intro where he just attacks the enemy, right? Like his shot at Trunks is his intro. Like, they could, like, that would be interesting. But I think, like, his intro will be him arriving back on Earth after Goku's death. I think he'll have an intro of that. And keep in mind, you know, everyone will talk about Namek Goku, who it is definitely now his time for Namek Goku, right? But Cell, I think, is due even worse. Is due up even worse. He's 2 years before Namek, Dokkan Stellar Namek Goku, right? So we do need this version of Cell. And remember, they dropped this guy, but they didn't really drop a Cell counterpart to him. I know people are going to talk about the STR Perfect Form Cell, but again, that it's not this. I compare that to base Goku fighting. Oh, I want Namek Goku now. Okay, well, here's base form Goku fighting Raccoon. Like, that's not, you know, that STR Perfect Cell is not, it's not the Cell that Gohan fights, right? That STR Perfect Cell, he's clowning around. That's the clowning around version of Cell. So I think we'll probably see a transforming Gohan and a transforming Frieza, but I bet you Namek, Goku, and Cell might have their introductions just as their intro. I think that'll work, right? I think that'll work very well. I'm excited for Cell. And remember, like 21, this is where 21 could help a little bit, because 21 will have good synergy with both Boo and Cell, right? Then we get to this. Now, I don't know how exactly they're going to do this last part. Is GDC just going to be 6 LRs, 3 parts? I think it'll work well. And I mean, they've given out such a huge amount of stones in the last year, and I think the celebration itself will give out such a huge amount of stones. I think they could do it. I think they could do it, and it'll be a huge success. I do think so. But then Goku and Vegeta versus Kid Buu. Gohan versus Cell, by the way, I would probably say Gohan needs the Dokkan Fest more here, actually. Here, I like let me go over here. I just want to go to Dokkan events. This is growth. Okay. So Cell already has 500 stages. This one, the Horrific Cell games. And then Gohan's only has 1 stage, right? Let's see, he's 2019. Yeah, here he is. Yeah, Gohan only has 1 stage. I would rather Gohan get the Dokkan Fest right here, right? Whereas Cell has 5. The first one doesn't really count because this is one of the old time, like say, so he has, you know, what, 1, 2, yeah, we got 3 Dokkan Fest stages right there, right? So yeah, I would say I think Gohan should probably get the Dokkan Fest right here. And then for Goku and Vegeta and Kid Buu, I think like if they did a Dokkan event for them, I think it could either be a new event or it could be an update to, let's see, I'm looking for 2023, so it's going to be like right here. Yeah, right here. Could be this. They could give a new stage to this one, or it could be a new event. Because remember, they gave, like, it seemingly for no reason at all, they gave the Blues their own Dokkan event. They didn't need one. I mean, they either could have been part of the Vegito event, they just gave them one because they're a tag. So I feel like, you know, for Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, that as a tag, they could just give him a new Dokkan event. Kid Buu could get one too, but remember, Kid Buu is not a character in need of Dokkan event stages either. He has 3 stages, right? Like, he already has 3 Dokkan. So first one is kind of like the old relic, right? He's got 2, 3, and 4. He's got 3 Dokkan event stages. So, like, I would be okay, I think maybe like Frieza could be the Dokkan Fest, Gohan could be the Dokkan Fest, and Goku and Vegeta could be the Dokkan Fest. So, Carnival Namek Goku, Carnival Cell, and Carnival Kid Buu, I think works fine. So, let me know what you guys think, but yeah, this is what we're working towards. I think that this is going to be the high point in Dokkan history. My optimism for this celebration is so high. So, the people who've been screaming about Namek for a long time, I mean, they're going to win in the end. Because, again, I think that this is going to be the best celebration. So, everyone who's been saying Namek before 10th anniversary, 2024 worldwide, like, most of these I thought were, like, laughable. But, again, in the end, y'all are going to win. Because Namek, I think, is going to end up being the best celebration in Dokkan history. So, y'all have that. Let me know what you guys think. Remember, the countdown begins tonight. Memorial Stones. We have a powerful EZA. A lot of stuff is going to be going on. GDC has arrived.